Hello. So this is a short yoga practice to support the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is especially important for the detox process, and that it's like our garbage removal system. And a couple of things that the lymphatic system relies on is for the fluids to come back to the heart to be clean and recirculated. We need good breathing because breathing helps pump the lymphatic system, and also joint mobility. So when we move the joints, it helps the lymph to flow. And so this will be especially important as you're going through the detox process. The more we can support the lymphatic fluid and flowing, the easier it will be for your body to let go of any toxins that are brought out into the system to be released. So this practice will especially focus on movement with the breath and joint mobility. All right, let's begin on all fours with cat-cow. And find a good foundation, curl your toes under. Inhale, draw your belly and your heart down. Exhale, puff your spine up towards the ceiling. Continue. Now we'll take this into extended cat-cow. So widen your knees, point your toes towards each other. Exhale, puff your spine up as you draw your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, keep your belly low as you pull your heart forward. With your next inhale, pull yourself all the way forward until you come to your belly, resting on your belly. Clasp hands behind your heart and behind your back. Inhale, lift your upper body, your legs, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, lower down, roll your shoulders forward. Keep going. And as you inhale, flex your feet out to the sides so you get a rotation in your hips. Exhale, point your toes towards each other, heels out to the sides. You'll externally rotate as you inhale. Internally rotate as you exhale. Next inhale, stay up. Draw your shoulders back even further if you can. Breathing for 8, 9, and 10. Lower all the way back down. Stretching your wing. Bring your right arm out at a T. Roll over to face your left. And you can either stay here, or if you're able to reach your ankle, and latch on to your top ankle. And then play with your right arm. You might be able to lift it a little higher, or if it's too much of a strain where it is, bring it a little closer to your body. Breathe into that space between your sternum and the head of your right shoulder. Come back to the center, over to the other side. Mm. Play with where your left arm is. If you have more give, lift it up a little higher. Or if it's a little strained where it is, bring it a little closer to your body. And use your breath to help open up the front of your chest. Make your way back to the center. And then we'll come into extended cat-cow. This time, make circles. So as you exhale back, come to one side. As you inhale forward, come forward along the other side. Really feel the rotation in your hips. Stretch through your side body. Change directions. Now make your way back up to all fours. Curl your toes under. For spiral twist, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, then thread your arm through. Rest on your shoulder or start to pull your arm through further. And you can play with either straightening your left leg or keeping it bent, whichever feels better to you. As you exhale, see if you can pull through a little further. Make your way back up to the center. Other side, reach up, thread through. Nice long, full breaths. Especially find the end of your exhale. You can even pause at the end of the exhale to pull through a little further. Make your way back up to all fours. And next is bird dog. So with your inhale, stretch your right arm, your left leg long. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your forehead. Keep going. Inhale long. Exhale, squeeze in like you're wringing out a sponge. And then next inhale, stay long. Or if you want, you can try to reach for your back ankle with your hand. And if you've got your ankle, try to lift it up towards the ceiling. For 8, 9, and 10. Release. Other side, inhale, left arm, right leg, reach. Exhale, knee to forehead. And next inhale, stay long. Or if you can reach your ankle, latch on and lift up. 8, 9, and 10. Release. And then step your right foot forward for a low lunge. You can use your hand if needed to pull it forward. So your foot's all the way between your hands. And then keep your back knee down. Point your back toes back if possible. So you get a stretch through the ankle also. Either stay here, or if it feels comfortable, you can bring your hands to your hips. Or another option is to bring your hands to your thigh. Or last option is bring your arms up. And we'll stay here, breathing, letting this whole quad hip flexor area open up. And also focus on expanding your diaphragm. So really stretching the diaphragm down. The diaphragm's this cross fiber muscle. And as you inhale and your belly expands, it's the diaphragm that's drawing down towards the belly that makes it expand. Couple more breaths. Then place your hands inside your right foot. Let your right knee wing out to the side for a lizard. And if you like, you can lower your forearms down to the floor or just stay at your hands, either way. And bring your knee back to the center. Rock your weight back for half splits. Flex your front foot if you can, and lower your head down towards your knee. Now rock your weight forward. Step your foot back. Change sides. Use your hand if needed to pull your foot all the way forward in between your hands. Point your right foot back if possible. And then either stay here or bring your hands to your hips or bring your hands to your thigh or arms up. And while we're here, let's make some wrist rotations. So you can just make circles with your wrists. And then make circles the other way. Few more breaths. Feel your diaphragm expand down towards your belly. Then bring your hands to the inside for lizard. Wing your knee out to the side. Either stay up at your hands or lower down to your forearms. And close your eyes. Tune into your breath. Now bring your knee back to the center for half splits. Rock your weight back, flex your front foot, lower your head down towards your knee. Now rock your weight forward again. Step back to all fours. The next pose is called froggy. And for this one, just widen your legs. And your feet will flex out to the sides. You'll just get as wide as you can. Now, a couple options for this. Once you've gotten as wide as you can either just lower down to your forearms. And I like here to just rock back and forth. Um, so I find a spot where I just feel the best stretch through my inner legs. If you want, you can always use a bolster in this also and just rest prop pillows or a bolster or blankets here and make it more restful. Either way. And once you're in a good spot, um, you can also work with the breath. So with your inhale, you'll hug your knees into the floor and energetically draw your knees towards each other to feel the inner thighs engage. And as you exhale, see if you can widen your knees a little further away from each other. And again, close your eyes. Relax your brain, allowing your body to relax into the pose. One more nice deep breath. Then make your way back up to all fours. And you can come back and we'll make our way to laying on your back. And come into a reclined position. And we'll do a one leg series. So for this, we'll start with pulling your right knee in towards your chest. And as you exhale, see if you can pull it in closer. And straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press your heel up. And while we're here, we'll make some ankle rotations with your right foot going in one direction, going in the other direction. And then bring your leg out to the side, either with a bent leg or a straight leg. But just make sure that you have a 90-degree angle with your spine. Now bring your leg up towards the center and cross over. And you'll stack your right hip on top of your left. And before opening up into a twist, we'll do some shoulder rotations with your right shoulder. So take your right arm and just bring it in a circle, a nice big circle going in one direction. And then going in the other direction, and just notice, where does it feel the tightest or the most restricted? And then find that restricted spot and just stay there, making little movements up and down right there in that most restricted spot. And then find the most tight spot, staying here. And if you want, keeping your arm there, just start to open up into a twist. And look out towards your right hand if you'd like. And bring yourself back to center. Bring your leg back up. Climb up your leg. Exhale. Exhale a little further if you can. And release. Shake it out. Notice the difference between the two sides. And your left leg to the chest. Exhale. Pull it in closer. Straight up towards the ceiling. Make some ankle rotations going in one direction, going in the other direction. And bring your leg out to the side. Bring your leg back up, cross your leg over, stack your left hip on top. And then before coming into a twist, we'll make some shoulder circles with your left arm. Just make as big of circles as you can comfortably. And then shoulder circles going in the other direction. And then find the most restricted spot. Just making little movements back and forth right there in that restricted area. And then finding that most restricted spot, stay there, and you can either just stay here or start to open up into a twist. And bring your leg back up. Climb up your leg. Exhale. Exhale a little further. And release. And shake it out. And for the next pose, reclined eagle, we'll do some curls. And this one focuses on bringing out both the armpits and the groin area, which are kind of like bottleneck areas for the lymph. We have the most concentrated amount of lymph nodes in those two spots. So you can cross your right leg over your left, and if it's accessible to you, latch your right ankle under your left. But if not, no problem. And then cross your right arm under your left, either latch onto opposite shoulders, or if you can wrap your forearms also. Exhale, draw your elbows towards your knees and squeeze. Inhale, reach your elbows away from your knees. Couple more times. Exhale, squeeze like you're wringing it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up. Inhale, long. One more on this side. Exhale. Inhale. Change sides. Cross your left leg over and your left arm under. Exhale. Curl. Inhale. Lengthen. Curl. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Once more. Exhale. Inhale. And release and make a big X. Just enjoying the flow, the fresh flow of fluids. Reclined hip opener, and bend your knees. Cross your right ankle above your left knee and latch on behind your shin or behind your left thigh. As you exhale, try to draw your right shin in towards your chest. Inhale, let yourself soften. One more deep exhale. Change sides. Exhale, pull your shin in. Inhale, soften. One more deep exhale. And release. Now pull both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice deep squeeze. Then either rock and roll to come back up to seated, or you can just support yourself up to seated. And we'll finish with some neck rotations. And just make neck circles going in one direction. Going in the other direction. And back to the center. And for Shavasana today, because the lymphatic fluid has to flow back to the heart, it helps to do like a legs up the wall position. It helps for the the lymph in the lower body to elevate the legs. So if you'd like, if you have a wall or a chair, you can put your legs up on the chair. It'll be great to elevate your legs for Shavasana. So to get your legs up the wall, I like to sit against the wall like this and then just swivel around and bring my legs up the wall like that. And once you get yourself situated, and just make sure you're as relaxed as possible. Legs up the wall is also wonderful for relieving tension in your lower back if you've been on your feet or your lower back's bothering you. And I forgot to say, but if you have an eye pillow or something that would make you more comfortable in Shavasana, feel free to use that. And once you're there situated, just relax every part of your body. Let your body melt into the floor. Visualize yourself floating in water, flowing in the current of life. Water can soften the hardest element while being able to move around any obstacle with grace. Water yields, water cleanses and purifies. Feel free to stay here in this relaxed position as long as you like. Namaste.